Yo, what it do? I just got home from going grocery shopping, and I'll give you a little update. I've been staying relatively low on the radar because I just have to focus, and that's what I do when I'm in hustle mode. Since I really haven't been employed for a cool minute, something just happened on my yeah. So anyway, for being illegally taken off the schedule at my last job for how I use my bereavement time, I'm going to start the... No, I'll keep the video going. So yeah, anyway, I was taken off the schedule from June 16th, the same day my baby mama decided to move out to Vegas and just leave me and my son just to, you know, do what we got to do. My employer, who's her older sister, who I hate, and she hate me, and she's a piece of shit, and I knew she would be the type of woman that she was. That's why I refused to help her with her company. But the owner did something that I liked, so I decided to work for him. He did some, you know, fucked up shit by not keeping his word as a man, and, you know, he's gonna pay for it as well. But yeah, it seemed like they two tried to conspire to something. So the same day that she texted me and told me she applied for a place in Vegas, which was news and shock to me, my employer took me off the schedule because she didn't like the way I was using my bereavement time, which was legal for me to do. And I told her it was illegal, and I told her I got you all on this illegal shit, and the owner told you to stop fucking with me because I can sue the company. She just continued to do it, and he wasn't responding, even though he told me not to associate with the CEO of the company, and she's not to talk to me. I'm supposed to go through everything supposed to go through the owner, but he just, late April, he just ghosted me for no reason. I didn't get my $30 raise. I didn't get my $5,000 bonus, and I was supposed to get that in June. He was going to give it to me in, when? He told me he's going to give it to me in March. I said, let's do it in June, just in case baby mama tries to pull some bullshit. I have a backup plan to be secure with my son and handle what I need to handle. Nigga ghosted me. So I was illegally taken off the schedule while being injured and not giving the insurance worker comp paperwork so I can be seen to see a neurologist because I was given a concussion by my client, who's a violent 5150 patient. So, which is illegal, by the way, as well. So after over a month, I think like around July 17th, 18th, they hired a consultant, an HR consultant, to, you know, review these things that happened. And the nigga hit me back. He hit me like, dude, I'm assuming, and I have to just assume because I don't know their conversation. When hiring a consultant from the outside to look in, like, that's illegal. Like, you need to get him, you definitely need to get this shit handled because he could definitely sue you. That's what I'm assuming. He hit me up, said, we're definitely going to get you the care you need. I'm going to get the information for you as I am temporarily hired by Cordelia Adult Residential Care. So now you know the name of the company who was doing illegal shit to me. So when he finally gave me the paperwork and shit, they sent me down to Concentra, which is like one of the worst places to go to, that employers hire when they have like injuries and shit, and or to do screenings, like getting a TB test and whatnot. But they're like one of the they're one of the clinics that they don't give a fuck about you. They're hired to get your ass back to work so it won't cost the company a lot of money. And long story to make it longer, this bitch was, you know, going, you're fine. And I go, no, I have depression. I lost a child. She goes, you don't show the signs. I go, what are the signs of depression? Because people die all the time or commit suicide from depression. And people go, I never knew. There's telltale signs like they don't want to do anything. They sit in bed, they sleep all day. And you can't see that. So, and you didn't even know I lost a child. So what are you talking about? You know, she was like, well, I said, I haven't showered in fucking 7 days. She said, you smell lovely. And I said, yeah, I smell like sweaty balls. She said, well, you know, you look nice. You don't look dirty. I go, I haven't showered or brushed my teeth or anything. You look, well, you're well kept. You can go back to work. So it left it like shit like that. And I was just, she was like, she said, well, she didn't say go back to work. She said, I can't give you any more time. I can't give you time off from work. I said, bitch, I didn't ask for time off work. I'm already off work. I've been off work illegally for over a month. I never wanted time off work. Oh, okay, well then I'll get you back. I said, no, I want a neurologist. She goes, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with you. And I said, that's your problem. You're thinking. Maybe you should stop thinking because you're not good at it. And she did some illegal shit too. But anyway, then came back to work. I had the paperwork to come back to work. Didn't get any pay. Didn't get any pay for missing work from June 16th until July 21st. Didn't get any pay from being taken off the schedule illegally for using something that is allowed by law, and I'm protected by it. And then came back to work. I was supposed to get $1 raise. She didn't give me the raise. She transferred me and she changed my schedule. That's called retaliation in the workplace. And when I go, what are you doing changing my, she goes, oh, well, I changed, we're changing the hours by company needs. No, you're not. I'd say, because if you literally, we had a meeting about it. About if people wanted to try to change the schedule because she can't keep any people and she would do discrimination towards females. She wouldn't let any females work at the site I worked at because she didn't want them to get harmed, because we worked with a male client who is prone to use physical violence against employees. So I'm like, so what the fuck, a re-chopped liver? And you can't do that. A woman was like, I want to work over there. They're getting they're going to get 25 an hour. I want to work over there because they're making like 19. She goes, no, women can't work over there. I go, that's illegal. Getting you on that too. And so I wanted to transfer. She wouldn't let me transfer. Why? Because I did my job so well. And she needed me. She needed me to stay right where I was. I go, do you hear yourself, bitch? You're not promoting me. You give it to someone else because I'm smarter than you, and I don't answer to you. You're doing discrimination. You're doing retaliation, because now when I come back, you're not letting me go back to my site. You changed my hours from 8 hours a day, from 7 to 3 to 9 to 9, knowing I have my child 24 hours a day, and he's 11 years old and doesn't know how to cook or work the stove, and his bedtime's at 8, trying to get me to leave. So it ended up, she's gonna get hers. But anyway, 3 days into working, she fired me, said I did a no-call, no-show. Mind you, she transferred me to a place that literally is a 2-minute drive from my house. And I was there, and she has an app that knows my location at all times. Didn't say anything, didn't call me. Because usually if I don't clock in to work, she was watching me not clock in to work, even though I wanted to see what she would do if asked me, like, why am I not clocking in? As I found out that a employee would leave the job site before I get there, which you're not allowed to do, which is abandoning the job. And I told her, she never wrote him up or anything. But anyway, 3 days into it, I got let go. So imagine me not getting back pay for illegally being taken off the schedule. She also purposely didn't pay me for the bereavement time that the company paid for. She also stopped me from using the 5 days I was allowed legally by law to only 3, because you have to use it within the 3 months from the time that someone passed away. And since I was off the schedule, I couldn't say, hey, I'm using 2 more days of my bereavement time because I'm not on the schedule to be taken off the schedule and get paid for it, which is illegal. So, technically you can say from June 16th till today, I have been unemployed. I haven't got any unemployment because she's fighting that because I had to put down. They said I was late one day to work and did a no-call, no-show, even though I have physical proof that I didn't. So it's gonna have to go to fucking like a court. And remember, I got let go on June 23rd. I had a phone interview on was it August 1st? Or September? It was like August 15th. We did that, and then I got the letter to contest it to go to court. So anyway, so just nothing. And I got no financial help from the baby mama. She's making shit hard, and I can take her to court and file for child support and all that, but that's only on a like I need it. But anyway, I applied to 2 jobs, got approved for both of them. One tried to stick me with the fucking finger in my butt, so I said no thank you. The other one is in healthcare, does exactly what I already did, except they offered me more money than they even advertised on the website, which would have been the amount of money I was supposed to get for the good work that I've done, including a list of fucking shitload of benefits. The only thing is that they're recognized by the state, and I'm in healthcare, so licenses that I had already, like a CPR license for California, it's not recognized. So I had to redo a class to get a license and CPR and first aid, and got that. I had to become a registered behavioral technician, which means I had to do 40 hours of training after passing the background and everything. And I have to get it completely done within 21 days, including my license for CPI training, which I just got, and like get my TB tests and get all this other extra requirement stuff that they needed. And I had to do it within 21 days. I waited to the last 3 days and then crammed all that shit in. And they can see when I'm doing the trainings, and so he was like, Theo, you only completed like 2-3 trainings. You know, it's day 18, man. Like, you're not gonna be able to get the 40 hours of training plus the 10 hours of company training. I'm like, well, to 10 hours, yeah. So, yeah, you have some other training. So I had extra training I didn't even know, and I'm like, fuck. Like, so took 2 days, 3 days, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was the deadline. And they cut off your fucking, on the 21st day, the website locks you out. So if you're not done on the 21st day, that's time. Like, that's a time pencils down type shit. You won't be able to log in to like punch it in. And I went down there and I was like 30 minutes late, and I left at 7:30. I had to drop my son off at school almost 2 hours earlier because on Wednesday, first period isn't until 9:15. But in order for me to try to beat traffic, if it was normal traffic, I had to take him down to school 3 weeks in a row, because I thought I had the training 3 weeks in a row, 2 hours early to still be 30 minutes late, because I'm only used to riding a motorcycle. So they had to reschedule. Oh, if you don't make it by 9:15, we have to reschedule. Had to reschedule first time. I went last week. They said there was no training last week. He wrote next week, but he didn't mean next week. He meant the following week. So I said, I came down here for nothing? Yep. Then I left and I came back to finally be able to get the training. And I was 30 minutes late. She said, sorry, we have to reschedule. I said, I'm not rescheduling. If I got to wait 30 minutes late, I will wait. I will stay 30 minutes late after work to recover what I did not get and miss, even though I already had this license working at the hospital. I'm sorry, sir, we're gonna have to. I go, I'm not doing it, bro. Like, I've already tried to do it twice. Apparently there's 4 or 5 accidents every goddamn Wednesday when I try to fucking come down here. So if I said, I'll pay the trainer out of pocket myself. I'll pay him for an hour, an extra hour of work out of my pocket. I know he don't make more than $80 an hour. So I have that money. I need this. I need to be in this class and get this fucking license. That's an 8-hour class. I already have someone picking. I have to have someone pick up my son because I pick him up and drop him off because I don't trust him walking a mile away. And you know, that was nothing for us, but my son is precious to me. So if I can make that nigga walk on water, you best believe he's not drowning. So anyway, she let me stay in. She said we'll review at lunchtime. Lunchtime came. The 30 minutes that I missed, the review only took 8 minutes because I already know it. Past that shit, midway in class, the other HR lady who had to review all the work comes in and goes, this is for you, Theo. And I got the fucking badge. Yeah. Ooh, bam. Yeah. I'm in healthcare. Like I've always been. Yeah, so I got a job. Getting what I did not get. Making $7 more than I was making at the other company, including benefits. And the company's still getting sued. I just had to focus on getting what the fuck I need now because I got less than $1,500 in my bank accounts, both of them, and rent is $2,420. And I don't want to go back to hustling, you know, being a cocaine dealer. So, just trying to remain what I've always been, above the average. And just wanted to let you know. Stay tuned because I'm gonna get everything that I was promised with interest. I promise you that. I promise you that. And prayers. I might just drive all the way out to Seattle to save a friend that I just got news is addicted to fentanyl, who was missing for like a year or two. And older brothers cut her off or abandoned her. I'm not here to judge that. I'm here to think, I really just want to go down there, just drive, you're in a car, drive down there, go find her ass in the location that they seen her, and force her ass back in the car, come back out to the bay and get her ass clean. I'll probably still do it because I'm that friend that I wish I had. Well, won't say that. I got some niggas that are so goddamn solid. It makes me sad that they even live driving distance away because they're on Earth. And shout out Plex Audio, Los, Gino, Ro, some of my delinquent niggas. But I got the job. So I will be comfortably being able to pay rent that I've been shafted with at the apartment that was mine that wasn't given to me when it should have been, which is why I've had to move out and be homeless for about 4 months. But like always, my plans are coming to fruition. I didn't think it would become like this fast because I know I can rely on me, but when a plan involves someone else and it doesn't go through without someone else is always a variable, and that is not a sure thing. It worked out. So oh, I've also been updated that I got like 4 or 5 police reports of people trying to call the police on me. A nigga who claims to be in a gang in Frisco. I'm gonna get the paperwork and post his name. That white girl I said I slapped, apparently, as people go around trying to show a video saying I punched her, but they don't show the video inside the bar. A person said, Theo, you know you've been banned at Doucette's in Castro Valley. And I said, no, I don't know that. I haven't been told anything. Last time I talked to Shannon, she just said she didn't want any problems. And she asked if I can leave the bar, even though the incident didn't happen in her bar and nothing even took place outside of her bar. It happened to do outside of the Valley Inn. And apparently she went to file a police report. I've had the police come to my place. She got slapped in May 4th, the day my child died. I've had the police show up twice in June. Twice in June. Like late June. Late June. I've had a detective call me to find out the nigga who claims to be a gang member who tried to lie on the police about a situation. The detective already looked at the report and was like, I'm just trying to call. It doesn't even seem to make any sense. What he's saying in the police report when they interviewed you and his wife, she said she was here, she didn't want to go home. I said, yeah, I know. And the fact that this nigga did this, knowing we already have history, it's hilarious. The nigga lives in Castro Valley. I could go to his house right now. But, you know, he's a rat who claims a gang. I don't know what gang, but I can find out. Niggas need to really, you gotta have an army of fucking fuck me down or fuck me up. And even that takes at least 5 people. Twice. So 10. At least takes 10 people. At least to get me down. So yeah, so I laughed and go, oh man, I've been shadow banned at Doucette's, man. I swear to God. You know, that's like the only bar within walking distance from my house. As I'm at a bar, as a bartender tells me I've been banned at a different bar, I go, man, what am I ever gonna do when I want to drink? Hey, Shannon. Yeah. Apparently the woman that banned me at Doucette's, she's still on my Facebook and Instagram. I know. I seen her story yesterday. It's always white people white women that seem to always go way out their way to bother me. But I'm doing nothing wrong. Like that girl who got slapped with all the racial and stupidity and insensitive things she said the day I lost a child and wouldn't leave me alone. To Shannon just getting misinformation from it to go, Theo, can you just leave? I don't want any trouble. I go, is your parents, did I do something to your parents who own this bar? Like, what the fuck's going on? Did your brother have a problem with me? Because no, you're punching girls in the face. I wish I could hit a bitch in her face. I mean, it's not that I can't. It's just that I know they would break like a Fabergé egg and they deserve it. I can name women who just deserve it, and y'all wouldn't even disagree. Y'all would go like, yeah, well, she deserves it. But I just don't have the. No, I have a dark soul. I just don't have a dark heart to like be able to be like, yeah, bitch, and I can see her face crumbling in like a hollow egg. So that's just a little bit of an update that I heard. Be sure, I think the next time I'm coming out to a biker event will be Delinquents biker event that's on the 25th. I'm not entirely sure. Go to their page. They have an event this month though, and if you wanna have a good time with bad people, that's the next event I'll be at. So y'all stay blessed and stay thirsty, my friends.